to another Walk and Talk Wednesday. It's your girl Jillian here at Halloween Horror Nights and Friends. This is our last horror nights together. I cannot believe Halloween is going to be on Friday, and this is our last run. For my frequent fear pass, this is the last week I can go. But because your girl is going to be traveling to San Francisco later this week, this is pretty much the last day I have with you all. I may try to come back out here tomorrow, like just to enjoy this time on my own. But y'all, who knows? I don't know. We're trying to shore up our Halloween plans, but you know what? We got this evening, honey. And you see how crowded it is? Y'all, Halloween Horror Nights is sold out here in Universal Studios of Florida. So it is going to be packed. The wait times are going to be long. And Whitney and I are already just like gearing ourselves up mentally for the crazy, crazy waits. So Heffas, let's go ahead and get on this journey. And if you're new here to my walk and talks, what a way to start these with me. Y'all, basically what I do is just hop online with you all and we just spend some time chit-chatting, enjoying the views while getting a little bit of workout on, given all the sweets and treats that we consume on our journeys. And as we're walking through, if you're unfamiliar with Universal Halloween Horror Nights, there are scare zones. There are houses. I cannot take you into the houses with me, but we're going to enjoy the views and try not to let these scare actors terrify us too much. Like this tall bird guy that we're passing by. Y'all, I can't. I absolutely can't. And also, I just want to give a quick shout out. So with Wicked 2 dropping next month, November is right around the corner, there is some new merch at the Wicked store. And y'all, we're going to come back and review that. I don't know that we'll get to that during this walk and talk. We'll see, because we're going to try to take advantage of a few of the houses before the wait times go up like crazy, y'all. This board is deceiving. Okay, see, y'all see what the wait times are getting right now, right? So we're going to try to head over to Jason, which at the last I checked when we were just walking in, it was around 60 minutes. It may have increased at this point. Did y'all see how busy it is? It's just insane. So we're going to go ahead, make a beeline toward Jason. And you may hear the chainsaws going. My gosh, oh, I can't. I feel so sad that this is the last horror nights together. What's up, Jay? How are you? Jay, you're just in time because this is our last horror night, our last one together. Try not to get too scared. And y'all, I am basically making a beeline toward the back. Check out my previous horror nights live streams and you can see a really great view of everything. I am good, Jay. Let me tell you, this week has been crazy. Work has been crazy. So I am just happy to be out and about to get my mind off of all of that. But I'm glad to hear you're doing well. What's up, Judy? What's good, Judy? And y'all, I'll tell you as we're passing by the Bake My Day for the Minions, Whitney and I have tried some of the like Halloween Horror Nights baked goods. We had this cookie that was themed to Five Nights at Freddy's. We also had like a cupcake. Y'all, it was all bad. I'm not even going to hold you. It was terrible. Like the flavor, not there. And I'm just like, you know what? We can't win at everything. I'm like, Universal, please do better. You've charged all this money for this food and for it to be subpar. Like, I don't even think Whitney and I ate the baked goods. And I've walked by one of the bake stores where all those goods are at right now because we're just hoping to, Whitney actually is going to pick up some popcorn here at this Minion stand. And this is a pro tip, y'all. So when you come to Universal, if you are planning a whole day here, go ahead and just buy a popcorn bucket if you are a popcorn girly like me, because the refills are only like $2.50. And I think it's definitely worth it if you're going to be out here all day. I have my popcorn bucket, y'all. I have my Halloween Minion popcorn bucket. Let me see if I can get him out. Here he is right here, my little Frankenstein Minion popcorn bucket that I kept forgetting to bring with me every time we would come out here to horror night. And so Whitney thankfully reminded me, and y'all, for those of y'all who don't know Whitney, Whitney's my sister. She thankfully reminded me, like, hey, don't forget your popcorn bucket. And I'm like, oh yeah, finally I remember it right as we're about to wrap up our Halloween Horror Nights adventures. Hopefully I'll do better next year. So, I had to give my apologies to my minion friend here for neglecting him pretty much throughout the whole season, y'all. But you also see the Clown Cafe here. And this is all like what you're looking at right now is Terrifier themed food. And y'all, I don't know, it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss, girl. And I talked about this in the premium spring night video. So check that out. You all know I love to plug in my content. Y'all, it was bizarre. There was this like chicken tenders chopped up like popcorn chicken, but it was like in a marinara sauce in like mixed with some popcorn. It was the weirdest thing. The sunflower cookies that Art the Clown wears, over his eyes like the sunglasses. No flavor. Looks pretty, but lacks so much substance, y'all. This food, I think, overall, Halloween Horror Nights has been really disappointing. Last year, I think was better. This year, it's been so all over the place and inconsistent in a hit or miss. So be wary of that. I mean, now we're pretty much at the end. So if you are planning on coming out here, proceed with caution when it comes to this like Terrifier area because the food is like all over the place. And this is the problem that Whitney and I have because by the time we get out of here at the end of the evening, depending on how late it is, it's always like, well, what are we going to get to eat? And some of the food just isn't that great. But y'all also, we got to do a drip check because what is Halloween Horror Nights without doing a drip check? Okay, Whitney, you ready for a drip check? Come on now. So you got to stay ready so you never have to get ready. The popcorn looks good. Y'all, I tried to tell my sister she's going to have to split her popcorn with me. Yes, I know I have my own popcorn bucket, but I'm like, sharing is caring. Why should I have to spend my $2 when I could take advantage of your $2? All right, y'all. So drip check. We got the Terrifier headband on. Art the Clown is looking like he's ready to commit a bunch of horrendous crimes tonight. Now it's going to drop. It's pretty warm right now, but the temperature is going to drop to like closer to the 60s, which I'm looking forward to. So Whitney has on the pullover, and then y'all check out these Crocs. I can't with my sister in her Jason Crocs. And I was like, girl, you could have at least told me because she got those on sale. How much for the Crocs? Y'all, and she don't tell me nothing. She don't tell me nothing. And she has her Killer Clowns backpack, y'all. I'm telling you, my sister knows how to coordinate. She just does it. You need to get a drink. Listen, you taking too long. Y'all, by the time we get to Jason, it's going to be a 2-hour wait because my sister has to get all her things together. But it's okay. We have each other, right? And it doesn't seem too bad. Looks can be deceiving because there's like no crowd right here where you all are facing and the direction we're headed. But as soon as we're around this corner, we're going to step into our 1920s rat-a-tat-tat scare zone. Which this one, y'all, so let's get into the scare zones because since this is our last one, I'm going to tell you all the scare zones that I really liked and the ones that confused me. And we are probably going to pass through at least a couple of them here. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my goodness. And y'all, so the theme for this one is like some rat poisoning, I think got into like the water system and the people are affected, y'all. These people are talking about the rat poison. Y'all, you gotta be careful who you let into your city. You see what happened? This guy came and brought the rat poison that's basically killing everybody. And we have the florist shop here. Look at my man, y'all. See, he's getting attacked. gosh. Okay, y'all, they got me. Woo! I'm like, no, I don't want no beef. Oh my gosh, y'all. They really got me there. And you see the rat poison has basically transformed the city. Trying to get it all into this, y'all. Oh, y'all. They're infected. That's what happens, y'all. You gotta be careful. Don't consume any rat poisoning. Make sure to ask questions. You better drink that purified water. Listen, Stanley, if you need a girl to endorse your products, we need our tumblers to put our purified water in. Stanley, holla at your girl. Oh my gosh, y'all! The scare actors are probably going to be at their finest this week because it is busy. Did I mention y'all? I think I did that. It is sold out. So it is going to be crazy. The rest of this week is going to be nuts. You want to go over here? Oh my gosh, y'all. So one of the foods we haven't tried that my sister was talking about that you can get over here is, and this is themed to Five Nights at Freddy's, is a spaghetti pizza. Oh, you could. It's up to you. You're going to go and get it now? Okay, y'all. We have not tried the spaghetti pizza. So I don't know. It makes, oh yeah, it is. Y'all, let's look at it. So that's the one food item that we haven't tried. And again, like a lot of the food for Halloween Horror Nights is themed after the houses. So welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's. And you all see that it is booked and busy. And my sister's going to get the spaghetti pizza. Y'all, I don't know. And it's called Why Not Have Both? Pizza and Pasta. Y'all, I don't know. This is going to be good. And y'all, I'm starting my Invisalign journey, so I may be talking weird, but I bring that up to say that while I'm chatting with y'all, I'm basically going to be living vicariously through Whitney. Uh-oh, here, look, y'all. Some people ordered it. Okay, would you all try spaghetti with pizza? Look at that. I must say, it doesn't actually look bad. My big back fantasies are coming to life over here. Ooh, and y'all, these cupcakes actually look different than the cupcakes I tried from the bake shop. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at this. So this actually looks fresher. So I'm going to have to come back and grab one of these cupcakes. Thank you. Oh, I'm okay. We're together. Thank you. Y'all have to come back and check out one of those cupcakes because those actually look a lot better than the ones that I gotten from the bakery that's toward the front. So we're going to see. Oh my God, y'all, look at this. Wow. Actually, it doesn't look bad. That's it, y'all. And watch, she's not going to like it. And I'm not going to be able to eat it while I'm talking to y'all. Okay. Oh, cool. And so, y'all, there's also freestyle machines located here. So if you end up getting a refillable cup, this is a great place to refill that. And we're just waiting right now to pay. But here's some of the other foods here that they have for Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh my gosh, I just noticed the cupcake is $12.99. Just looking pissing me off when the food is subpar. And I'm like, right? Yeah. No, or Mike Eggs Benedict. And y'all, it's kind of hard to see they're wrapped up the egg McMuffin. I say egg McMuffin, y'all. Come on now. The breakfast sandwich. I promise you I do not have McDonald's on my brain, but it just felt natural to say an egg McMuffin. Pray for your girl. When I tell you all it's only Wednesday and it's been a long week. And it's been a long week. Did you bring any Ziploc bags with me? Man, y'all, we in trouble. She not gonna like this because with this Invisalign in, I have to, of course, like pop them out. And I told my sister, I'm like, listen, I'm doing my walk and talk Wednesday. I'm talking to my people, so I can't be eating and talking with you while holding this camera while we're standing in line. So we're gonna see how it goes. Did you get a fork? Yeah, I can hold it. Y'all, here's another shot. Isn't this wild? Like, I do wonder how good this is going to taste, and we're going to see. But it's busy. But my sister was thinking, come in here, go ahead and get some eat while it's not more hectic. And you all know what is Java and journeys without a little bit of Java. So I would like to stop by Starbucks. So maybe we can cap our night with a little bit of caffeine as a pick me up because y'all, I don't know, I may be here till 2 a.m. Halloween Horror Nights officially starts, I want to say at like 5. And it goes through till 2 a.m. And y'all, I got to prioritize to work to pay some bills. I wish I could come out here earlier, but I gotta make sure I'm not falling behind. Okay, y'all. So we're on our way out. And we have our Five Nights with Freddy's files right there. And are you all excited about Five Nights with Freddy's too? Let me know. Drop down in the comments if you've seen Five Nights at Freddy's. I just saw it for the first time like a few weeks back. And it was actually pretty good. And a lot of people, I felt like it seemed like it was hit or miss. Okay, y'all. Jason is 55 minutes. We got this. This is not that bad at all. And it's probably going to go up as the night goes on. So I figured, hey, let's do this. I would like to do Terrifier, but Terrifier is probably going to be upwards of like a 2-hour wait. And you all know how I feel about the lines, honey. Like, this is your bougie princess, bougie adjacent, I should say. And I have champagne taste on a Starbucks budget. So, y'all, I have talked about this, that I am hoping next year the Lord blesses me. And what I would like to do, and my sister and I were talking about this, is potentially, y'all, look at this, look at the line. It's so crazy. And I really wish I could take you all into the house with me. And I hate the fact that I can't because they're so strict about that here in Florida. Hollywood, girl, they don't care. And I love that. So check out some of my shorts, check out my long form content because I posted my experience going through all the houses at Universal Hollywood. So the best we're going to get is our good company and looking at this line move and seeing if it's actually going to take us just 55 minutes through all this, y'all. This is for JC Universe for those that are just tuning in. And y'all, it's going to be insane. But what I'm hoping is that for next year, what I'll be able to do is get the frequent fear pass with the Express. Y'all, it's expensive. It's very expensive. Like, I got to see if I can earn that bonus check from work. This is why you have to support your girl. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, because y'all, I would love to be doing this full time and take you all on all the adventures. And we could be bougie together. Y'all could live vicariously through me and we could skip this whole line. Doesn't that sound beautiful? I think it does. But yeah, y'all. So going back to the scare zone. So we went through the like 1920s, like rat-a-tat-tat. And I think that one's actually pretty good. It's kooky. It's bizarre. I think our actors, though, are so hilarious. Favorite scare zone for this year here at the Florida location has to be the cat lady, the Cricket Cat Lady. It is, or the cat lady that lives on Cricket Lane. I think that's the official name for it. Y'all, it's crazy. It is so crazy. So for those of y'all that are unfamiliar with the concept of that particular scare zone, this lady is basically luring the children into her house, and then she either kills them and feeds them to her mutated cats, or she turns them into one of her mutated cats by poisoning them. It's insane. It's all right. Oh, okay. Y'all, that means a lot because she's picky. So if she's saying it's not too bad, but I can't believe we forgot the Ziploc bags. Y'all, so this is a pro tip, okay? When you come to Universal, when you are at Disney, anything park this is applicable to, make sure to bring some Ziploc bags if you are the kind of person or you're with people who do. So that way, if it is something that you want to eat later, you have that. I feel like every time we come out here, you would think that we'd be like veterans at this point. We always forget something, whether it's a popcorn bucket. Really, I should just have a kit that I keep in my car with all the things that we need for our theme park visits. That's what I really should do, but I'm too lazy for that. But yeah, so the cat lady that lives on Cricket Lane, like that one is a crazy, crazy, crazy scare zone. So that is my favorite one, I think, of all the ones. And then they have this vampire, like masquerade ball scare zone. That one's pretty awesome too. I think that one probably my second one. Maybe the 1921 with but yeah, y'all, that's and I think there's only I feel like I may be missing a scare zone. So there's also a scare zone like that you encounter when you first come in with the gargoyles and everything. The tall like ravens. That one's cool too, but I don't know why I don't really consider that a scare zone, even though it is. I think it's just because it's part of the entrance and the Welcome to Halloween Horror Nights feel. But yeah, Whitney, which scare zone has been like your favorite scare zone?
The vampire one?
Yeah. The Vampire Masquerade Ball one is crazy. Yeah. Y'all, if I could show you the cat lady, but just look at some of my long form, you'll see it. I would absolutely show you the cat lady. Like, it is wild. We just don't have time for all of it. But if you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your girl, Jillian, with Java and Journeys. With Jillian, we are at Universal Halloween Horror Nights and Heffas. This is my last Horror Nights with you all. We're currently standing in line for JC Universe. And y'all, the line is allegedly 55 minutes, and this is what it's getting. And I say allegedly, y'all, because let me tell you something. Universal be deceptive sometimes. Like you'll get in line. So we went to the like LRT's haunted house, and it was like, 35 minutes. And I can't remember what time it was, y'all, but we went in, it's like, 35 minutes bet. We get in line, and y'all, we were literally in line for, I would say, closer to an hour. And we had actually, that was the same night that we did the SeaWorld Hollow Sprint / Hollow Scream 5K. So coming off of 5K, and we were like, we'll dip in, do a couple of houses because Horror Nights goes until 2 a.m. And y'all, it ended up being crazy. Like we were able to do the Hatchet and Chains like bounty hunter house, and that line was not bad. I think that line was like 20 minutes or something. We're like, Artiste, because that one is a really good one. We're like, that was only 35 minutes. No, girl, it was like an hour. So now I give the side eye anytime I see the waits, and I'm just like, okay, we'll see. But as long as everyone keeps moving, that's what matters. And if you're someone that maybe like you come out here, you only have one night, you didn't buy an express pass ahead of time, they do have express passes they will have for sale like after 10 o'clock, which is really nice because then, and the price of those varies depending on the night. So with us being like the week of Halloween, it would not shock me if those like after 10 express passes were well over 100, like maybe 150. It would not shock me. But that's just a heads up if you come over and you're like, oh my gosh, there's still like 4 or 5 houses I have to do. And I would say, really, all in all, if you are someone that's coming out to Halloween Horror Nights and you don't have a frequent flash, you're not a local, you're only popping in, and this is like the thing that you're looking forward to. If I were you, I would, if you got the coin, go ahead and get the express because there's no way, y'all. There's no way you can do like if you're just coming in, all the houses. Well, I take that back. You could probably do all the houses without express if you get here early enough. So if you get here like at 5 o'clock before like it gets super busy, and especially if you come earlier in the year, like let's just say September, you could probably realistically get all the houses done. But if you're working, by the time you get off your job and you get over here, it's like 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you that right now because these wait times, especially the week of Halloween, are insane. They are so insane. And this is why your girl is praying that she can get the frequent beer pass and she can get that with the express because that would be so bomb. Be so bomb. Y'all, this like spaghetti pizza is like a huge conversation starter. Like we were passing by some people and they're commenting on it. But like, would you eat spaghetti with pizza? Are there any other like weird cookie food combinations that you like to put together that's like your thing? Drop down in the comments and let me know. I don't know that I have any weird pairings. Like the only thing that I could think of that comes to the top of my mind is, and this is not weird though, it's not cookie enough. Like anytime I'm eating some popcorn, I like to have Coke. Y'all, that's not interesting enough. Is there like any like combo that's like weird?
Red Lobster cheddar bay biscuits with applesauce.
Oh, word. Y'all, okay.
It's good.
Yeah, so you all missed that. So my sister, she was saying her weird combination would be like the cheddar bay biscuits from Red Lobster and applesauce. That is a great combination. Don't knock it till you try it. Don't knock it till you try it. Okay. And have you all been to Red Lobster lately? I want to go now. I used to eat like as a kid. My mom would take us out to eat. And one of the places we would go out to eat a lot, and especially when I lived in Georgia, would be the Red Lobster. But I have not really been to Red Lobster in forever because living on the West Coast, there's so many good options. Really, the chain places have completely fallen off my radar. Like ever since I graduated from college and I no longer lived in the South, I pretty much left all the like kind of like conventional chain places behind. And now that we're living in Florida and we're back in the South, I think one of the fast food places, or not fast food, but chains that I have picked back up, y'all don't judge me because I know, please don't get me, but Cracker Barrel. I know one of my good friends hates Cracker Barrel. He was like, do not insult me by taking me to Cracker Barrel. And y'all, I know Cracker Barrel is problematic for our people. I know. There are a couple of vices that I have not been able to quit entirely. And I don't go to Cracker Barrel all the time, but I go enough to where y'all like I just love the chicken and dumpling. That is one chain that I picked back up since I've moved back to the South. But Red Lobster is not one really go to at all. What I have been hearing, especially Red Lobster, has their Black CEO who is crushing it. And by the way, who is like in his 30s, the CEO of Red Lobster, and he has gotten them out of financial ruin, y'all, because Red Lobster, I can't remember if they're on the brink or if they had filed for bankruptcy. They were in really big financial problems, and mostly because they would have like the unlimited shrimp fest and all that. That was like literally bankrupting the company. This brother has completely turned everything around. And one of the menu items that he introduced that became very popular, and a lot of people would talk about it on TikTok and Instagram, was the like seafood boil. And I have not tried the seafood boil. Have you? Are you all big seafood boil people? Like, I absolutely want to go to Red Lobster, to support my people, because I am always going to be for talented Black folks in leadership positions. Always. And I'm like, I need to go to Red Lobster to try that. Red Lobster, not as problematic as, let's just say, so y'all, please forgive me. I'll have the habit of is Hobby Lobby. And I'll tell you what, so my sister and I, and this is something that I completely have fallen behind on, and I don't know that I'm gonna get around to doing it, is showing like my fall decor and my fall Halloween. So I combine both. And there are certain things that they have at Hobby Lobby that I feel like are super difficult. But living in the South now, Kirkland's is a great alternative. So I always try to go to Kirkland's. Like I try to make Hobby Lobby the very last like option. Like I cannot find this X thing. I've looked everywhere. Is this something that I want? And then Hobby Lobby is that girl for me. But as like the absolute last option. Hobby Lobby is like that toxic ex that it's like you really don't want to deal with, but because you all share like a dog or something, like every once in a while, you have to see each other. This is a terrible example, but this is the best I can do, y'all. And so you don't want to call them, but here comes that game. You're like, shoot, I gotta call this ninja. I gotta call them, and it doesn't make you feel great, but you do what you got to do, and then you try to move back on again. That is what Hobby Lobby is for me right now. We're in that kind of tumultuous relationship. And again, y'all, this line is crazy. 55 minutes, and we're still in it to win it, y'all. I won't have to let you all go until we get to the front. So it's kind of weird for me to think that most of our time is just going to be spent talking in this queue and checking out the views. And how are you all planning on spending your Halloween? Like, I'm super curious. Are you going to any parties? Are you taking your kids trick or treating? Is there like any special event that you're doing? So, like, for me, with Halloween being on a Friday, yo, I don't know what to do. Part of me just kind of wants to chill and watch some scary movies, but my co-producer, aka husband, was talking about potentially like going over to Busch Gardens because they have Hollow Scream. So Busch Gardens and SeaWorld are owned by the same company, so they have like the same Hollow Scream event. And so he was asking me like, "Hey, do you want to go?" And y'all, I don't know. So he's there now scoping it out to see how it is. So I'm going to tell you all right now, I'm not beefing with Busch Gardens. I actually had a blast. So check out the video I actually just recently posted of Hollow Scream SC here in Orlando. I went out. I actually had a great time. It was a lot of fun. Yes, there were a couple of houses that were a little, a little questionable, if you will. But like for the most part, I was like, okay, SeaWorld, okay, girl, I see you all trying to compete. I see you all now. In reality, of course, they don't come close to the level of production that goes in at Universal, but I don't go to SeaWorld Hollow Scream events, just like I didn't go to Busch Gardens last year, Hollow Scream, expecting for the production values to be the same. Like, that's just like setting your expectations up right then and there to fail. But I just wanted something that was good, like well put together, spooky, and Hollow Scream gave me that at SeaWorld. It was a lot of fun. And I'll tell you all, Lori, my Hollow Scream ticket at SeaWorld is actually a part of my basically fee that we paid to do the 5K. And I think the 5K was what, when you're like $80? Oh, for me? Oh, right. Because I'm not a pass holder at all. So if you're not a pass holder, it was like around $100, but for pass holders, like 80. So you got like $20 off. And included in your like 5K relay pass was also the like a shirt. You want me to hold it? I may, but I got my tickets. Oh man, I don't know. No, I want to try it. She said she doesn't know. Oh yeah, you probably. We probably should have got an extra plate or something. Y'all, I hate to waste the food. I can try to take off my Invisaligners, but you're gonna have to hold my gimbal and talk to the people. Y'all want to hear from my sister? Because I want to try this for myself and see how good it is. So while we're standing in this line, I'm going to switch over to her. And I'm going to take off my Invisalign. I'm going to try this. I'm going to tell you all what I think. Here, take the mic so that people can hear you. Let's say. Just talk to them. You stream. Talk about what game. Didn't you just post a stream recently? Y'all, my sister, she got to start practicing, okay? She wants to be a successful streamer. You all follow her, Whitney, WHIT_NEE15 on Twitch, on YouTube. See her game playing shenanigans. But I'm going to pass it all over to Whitney for 2 seconds. Oh, if y'all can't even hear me, I'm going to pass you over to Whitney for 2 seconds so I can take off my Invisalign. I have an additional mic, so I just got to get down. Got it? Okay, you're good.
Yeah. What up, fools?
Oh, game streamers.
Hold on. Hold on this. Right. Hold on. How do I try to make sure I don't have it off on this lady's back?
Second mic, too.
Oh, great. And I don't have to say nothing. Y'all can just see me.
You're not going to say nothing.
I said, well, you got the mic on. I don't have to. Well, I can't see the chat.
You need to learn, okay, how to do this streaming line. I may have to have you sub for me sometime.
I can't even see the like the most recent chat.
Well, because no one has chatted.
Yeah.
All the chats pop up here.
I know, but there's been other chats than that.
Oh, there has?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I was like,
Oh, snap. Y'all are the
hey, she's talking about me. I need to do better.
Well, didn't notify me. Listen, don't judge me.
Jay, that's why she ain't respond to nothing.
Don't judge me. Jay, I'm so sorry, girl. I didn't even see your chat.
Oh, there she was at Red Lobster recently. But you didn't get the seafood boil. Hello? Can y'all hear me? You see it? I didn't.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, brief information. About my attorney too. Oh man, that girl got the 5 minutes pretty headband that I want. How much you want to pay me for that? I'll pay you.
Y'all, Whitney hasn't wanted those 5 nights at Freddy's headband that sold out like so easily.
Sold out in like the first week. They never bought any more back. We'll show y'all, but I don't want her to see me take with her. My fingers.
All right, let me try this. Here.
Trying to try.
Like this is big back behavior at its finest.
I mean, really, it's just spaghetti on garlic bread. Yeah, it just tastes like kind of like a garlic cheese pizza. Oh, I didn't get you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay, so this is not for real pizza.
Yeah, it's more just like bread and cheese and garlic.
Okay, so y'all, this is not as like gross as you think it is. You know I'm judging them, so I'm thinking we're really in a big back behavior.
Not like a pepperoni pizza or nothing, because I don't even think there's sauce on the pizza. I think it's just the sauce on the spaghetti. I think
The bread is good.
yeah.
Y'all, this is the first thing I've had to eat all day. I am like so hungry, and of course I was like carb overload.
I ain't speaking. You say, can you hear me? Hello?
Sounds expressive, like
Is that mom?
Yes. God. Can you hear me now? Now answer if she can hear me or not.
Wow, mom, you special. And what were some of the comments Jay left? Jay, I don't know if you're still on, girl, so I'm going to try to.
Hey, look, she said she ain't listening.
Oh,
She says, Mom said to loan her $20. I need to report that comment.
I agree, mom.
Negative.
Sometimes my mom pops in here.
It says spaghetti on pizza, question mark. She said it don't sound like it's going to be good. Then she said to take art is on Fortnite.
Did you know that?
Right. No, that's what I said. I put the comment, oh, snap, he's on Fortnite. I like to boot it up.
Y'all, forgive me. I'm trying to get my life together.
Can y'all hear me? Mother, say yes or no.
You can unput the mic up closer too if you want to.
Say yes. Hey, 60, 20 minutes.
Wow. You have an apple? Okay, so if you're just joining, I'm trying the pizza spaghetti. That's the Five Nights at Freddy's. And it's really not, y'all. Oh, you love spaghetti with a big peach garlic bread situation. So it's not really pizza. So it's a little. It's not bad. No, I think I'm just hungry. This is the first I've had to eat all day today.
It's all right.
Listen, girls trying to watch her carbs. So I'm eating the perfect thing.
Yeah. Perfect for non-carb.
No, I'm not going to eat all this. I'm only going to take a few bites. I'm going to take a few bites. And I'm sacrificing this up to the Lord. So, Winnie, what game did you?
Yeah, they have a new zombie until like mid-November. 5 people to go through all these feature zombies, and some of the like bosses, like the big bosses, are some of the Marvel characters who have been turned zombies.
Oh, but the powers are still the same.
Yeah, but you like upgrades and like at the end of each and like do a certain amount of upgrades to help power your health.
Right? Yeah. Happen is we're going to go all the way up and then come back. But I can't tell.
I can tell that was interesting because I think
Oh man, we have to go inside, don't we? In the Fast and Furious.
Jason.
I'm wondering if the key was also inside, y'all. Well, this looks does. You're thinking that you're almost going to take things out as you are. Oh, yeah. I'm going to take one more bite. Come back. What ranking are you right now? Marvelous.
I'm a diamond. Or no way, I'm a platinum. One was in diamond.
So you actually got a chance to play with some good people, I guess?
They still suck too. I was playing that last night too, ranked. It did not go well.
Oh, it
The
did?
team was horrible.
Was the team horrible or was it you?
No, it was a team. Wow. You would think getting that far up into the ranking system, you're playing with the professional people, but no.
Y'all, do you like Marvel Rivals? If you end up watching this live stream after the fact, you have to tell us what your rank is and who is your superhero or villain to play with or play as. It's really good at school.
Yeah, I've been playing Jeff. Jeff.
I love Jeff.
This is more than one store.
Okay, y'all, this is big. This is my last bite. I do not need to eat all these
It's probably like,
carbs.
like I think I
Oh, she got your jersey.
Wow.
Y'all see the Jason jersey?
It's kind of blurry because it was focusing on the.
Oh, okay, we can switch back. You still might. Afterwards, you have to leave. Y'all, I'm making my sister stay on. Okay, y'all, this is first world problems. This is such a bougie thing. I think it's bougie. Look, it's middle class. If any of y'all ever do the Invisalign and they put like the brackets on your teeth, and I always get paranoid that I have food stuck in my teeth. So if you all see like sauce on my teeth, holla at your girl. Don't have me looking like a fool up in these streets. Okay. Y'all, the struggle is real, but the hustle is deep. So this is what I'm talking about. So you all see this line, and it's gonna go all the way up. But I he was in the building. I think it has been such a long time. And let me get on my soapbox. Okay. This is another rant that I have, y'all. So we paid for frequent fear pass, and I don't know what's been going on this year. Actually, I have a suspicion, and not based on any evidence. So don't be talking about Julian said nothing. So I suspect because at the universe opening up that they increased capacity for Halloween on Horror Nights, because when we and I did this last year on the frequent fear pass, we were able to come out here in the evenings, were we not? And like hit multiple houses, y'all. Multiple houses. And this year, there's only been, I think, like 3 or 4 houses we've been able to do twice. The Jason Universe, not one of them. Terrifier, we have not been able to do twice. Five Nights at Freddy's, although Five Nights at Freddy's I don't really love. That's my least favorite. Are there any other ones, sweetie? Oh, the WWE, although that one is just a little weird. So it's not that if you're a wrestling fan, you will probably love it. I just don't get it. So it's not for me. Dollhouse. Well, the Dollhouse one we've done twice. Yeah. Oh, 3 times? Okay. So Dolls Play Dead, y'all, it's non-IP. It's so good. It is so good. But the last time we were here, so I don't know if we'll be able to get into it tonight, but the run was actually not as good. Like we were going through it, I felt so bad because it was pouring rain, and there was a couple that was standing behind us, and Whitney had this big A umbrella that we're standing under. So we're like, oh, you want to like stand under the umbrella with us? And so we were chatting, and I felt so bad, y'all, because I was telling them like, oh my gosh, like Dolls Play Dead is so good. It's one of the best. It's one of the best. Rah, rah, sis, boom, bye. And y'all, we get into the house, and most of the scare actors weren't even where they were supposed to be. I don't know where they were at Heffas. They were not where they were supposed to be. I felt so bad because I could tell that they were. I mean, like, it's so cool walking in demented dollhouse. You're bad A kids who decided to fool an Angelica, shout Rugrats lovers. And you all know how Angelica has Cynthia. It's like a bunch of Cynthias. Burnt up, hair bad, body bad, abused, teddy bears abused, tied up with toothpicks and yo-yos. Y'all, it is crazy. But like most of the characters weren't there. So while it may have visually looked really cool that night, it wasn't as scary. And I felt so bad because I could tell they were a little bit disappointed. And I'm like, I need to quit hyping this stuff up. Because at the end of the day, even these houses that you go in, the person behind you can have an entirely different experience than the person in front of you. And that is just real talk. Like you can go in a house thinking that like it's going to be super scary. And if the timing is not right, you may hit the scare actors right as they're like going back in to like their spots to jump out at you. So there you go, Heffas. Like it just is what it is. And I'm like, I just like completely that the last run of that wasn't as great. So I don't know, we'll catch it tonight because I think we're probably, if we're lucky, we may be able to do 3 houses on top of repeating some of the scare zones, and then we're probably going to call it a night because your girl got to work in the morning. Okay, and even we're thinking about, oh, we're able to do Gawkins twice. The houses that were the most disappointing, and I'll tell you all this, and this is just like my opinion, okay? All out here at Universal Studios Florida, not great. Also, I've seen Fallout, so I understand the story. For you to really enjoy it, you need to have watched Fallout, because otherwise you're going to be He's so confused. His sister, he hadn't seen Fallout. He didn't know what was going on. So there you go. I'm trying to think what else. Five Nights at Freddy's, disappointing. And again, I think it goes back to that timing, y'all. If you don't hit it just right, it's like it takes it a while to reset. Because for those who have played Five Nights at Freddy's, either the video game or you've seen the movie, you know how it's like the mechanical animatronics, and that stuff has to reset. And if it doesn't time, then you just completely miss the scare. And it's like a bummer through some of this that war horse are gonna win. I'm like, uh-huh. We're gonna get up to the side of the queue, and then we're still gonna have to probably side of Fast and Furious. I thought this was Fast and Furious. I was gonna say, because if this is Fast and Furious, and if it is the same way I remember it being in other scare zones, we're going to go in, and there's gonna be a whole queue that we have to get through inside. So we're gonna see. So yeah, like Five Nights at Freddy's was disappointing, even though I knew the story. WWE one was disappointing, but y'all, it's literally because I just don't. I am not a huge wrestling person. I used to watch wrestling as a kid, and then my mom made my sister and I stop watching it because she didn't like the language. And y'all, like we didn't know like really what they. We were just in it for the stories and the stunt. Okay, but my mom was like, what are y'all watching? And this was back in my day when Stone Cold Steve Austin was the business, The Rock was the business, China Doll, God rest it. And I think my mom like walked in at some point, and it was like maybe it was Stone Cold Steve Austin China Doll out, and she was like, "What are you watching?" Like, absolutely not. For kids, she didn't know. Watched it, and I wasn't bad like supposed. So we stopped watching wrestling. So I don't really under references that are only like Wyatt Six, WWE Haunted House. So it doesn't mean it's terrible. It just means that like if you're not into wrestling, it's probably just not for you. Same thing I would say about Fallout. But like the thing is, even knowing the story of Fallout, it was disappointing. So those are the ones that didn't really get me. Dolls Play Dead, really good. Jason Universe, good. Terrifier, y'all. Terrifier is just gross. It is disgusting, and I love it. It's so disgusting. Okay, I'm telling you. So we're at the top. We're at the top. I know, Mom, you ruined it. You ruined it. My mom took away our joyful entertainment, y'all. As kids.
Watching it based on because of her friends.
See, Mom, these are your people that you invited into your house that got us hooked on wrestling.
No, at their house.
Oh, we're at their house? Oh, don't tell her that. Oh. She said you win some of them stuff. But that was to another girl. We're talking about the game.
Because it was like, I think it was when we were leaving North Carolina, and her coworkers invited us to their house to eat dinner. They cooked like homemade Italian food.
Uh-huh.
They were into wrestling. They started watching wrestling. That's when we started watching it, because they were watching it after we watched it at their house. Because they were like, "Oh, wrestling's on. We have to watch it." After that, we started watching it.
Y'all see the people that my mom had us around? Mom, don't get hit shot. This is on you, Judy. This is on you. And so y'all, she took our joy away from us as kids. So you
Got to Tennessee, watching it. That we lived downtown.
uh-huh.
And I heard someone say the B word.
And again, y'all, we were good kids, okay? We were good kids. We weren't actually cussing at anyone. My sister actually does not cuss at all. If I ever hear Whitney say a cuss word, something bad really happened. She will spell out words, but she will not actually say them. And it's so hilarious. And so I know if she ever gets to that point where she actually says something, that's bad. Me, I have a really foul mouth. But I'm going to keep it cute since my mom is on this. My mom is watching. I'm not going to cuss all y'all out. I try to find other ways of saying what I need to say. So we are two different people when it comes to that. But that goes to show you. Now, those of y'all who are parents, don't come. I'm not telling you allow your kids to watch some of anything. I'm not a parent, so do not come to me for parental advice. What I'm saying is that if your kids are mature and you feel like they can handle it, that is up to your discretion. Y'all see how I did that? Spoken like a true politician. Yeah, because also I get shocked at like families who are here with their young kids. Because sometimes I'm looking and I'm like, I don't know if your kid should be here, but who am I? Because I'm not a parent. And their kids may be very mature, very like level-headed kids who aren't easily influenced by the stuff they see. And that's possible. I think about that sometimes when I go to Vegas, because for those of y'all who have never been to Vegas, if you ever go, know that there are a lot of club promoters that are out there handing out like flyers and cards. And sometimes you have to be careful. Y'all see this? You see the tomfoolery? You see the tomfoolery, y'all, with the lines? I told you, it's a little dark so you can't see it, but we have more queues. And we are literally right outside of Fast and Furious. But I think we're actually, oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, I think is that the express line? I hope that's the fast line, because there's like a little bit of a line, but it's not bad. I'm like, oh my God, y'all. And look, we're about to go into this building. Because I don't think this is the start of the ride or the haunted house. And y'all, if I end up having to stop abruptly because it is the start of the house, it's your real Heffas. But I don't think this is it. No, I don't think this is it. Oh, y'all, look at this. This is so crazy. And it's dark. Y'all can't even see me anymore. I'm so sorry, Heffas. Darkness, everyone. Shout out to my Chappelle show. My Chappelle show fans who understand that reference. And RIP to Charlie Murphy, who was so great on Chappelle's show. I cannot believe Charlie Murphy is no longer here with us, but he was so hilarious on Chappelle's show. And the Rick James, y'all, I can't. Oh, I miss everyone. This is basically, it's like, you can't even see me anymore. Oh, it feels good though. Y'all, hopefully, I am so sorry if the fan, I'm going to try to cover up the top of the mic so that way the fan's not entirely blown on y'all and y'all watch this. So if you can see, so we're at the top of this queue. We're about to go into this building. Okay, yeah, this is not far enough to watch. We're going to walk in. There's going to be more queue. Look at this. See, I told you. Y'all, keep trifling. Heffa, you see how Universal does you? You be getting to the top and you're thinking, oh my God, this is it. No. Y'all, welcome to the Fast and the Furious experience. And y'all see how crazy this line is? So y'all, we still got to walk all the way through toward the top, wrap our way around. We still have a lot more of the line to go. And I think we go through, like once we wrap around, I think there's another room that we're going through closer. You can hear the Jason music. I love it. This is actually a great place to put Jason, I think, because you have all the cars and whatnot. But y'all, this thought just occurred to me when we were talking about the stairs. Another one that was like really confusing to me is like the club horror. That one is a complete shock. I don't understand it. It's not necessary. I'm like, if you're going to do club horror, then have folks doing thriller or something. Like, make it keep it cute. Co-producer who is like all knowing when it comes to like knowing all the things that go into like theme parks and the history and all that. He was telling me that the intention for the club horror area, which y'all, it's basically like this scare zone that has electronic dance music playing, and then they have these scare actors, like 4 of them, that are standing on these platforms just dancing. And I'm like, oh, get your dollars out. Universal, please don't come for me. This is all like fun. But it's just weird. So he was telling me actually for it to be like a where you can kind of like chill and take a break, because it's very near like the San Francisco area. And basically it happens is you're able to like chill. There's a lot of tables, but I'm like, calm down. Then why all the electronic dance music? Like it doesn't make any sense. My mouth is not that bad, Mom. It's not that bad. I just say what everyone is thinking. And y'all, I miss the Chappelle show. David's like, I don't need that check. David's far removed from that check. But I could watch the Chappelle show any day of the week. So y'all, we're going to continue to stand in this queue. And I'll tell you all, I hope you enjoy the Halloween Horror Nights series. Our multiple visits here, the scare zones. If you're watching this after the fact, you have to drop down in the comments and tell me what were some of your favorite scare zones. And shout out to Jay. I don't know if Jay's going to be able to get back on, but Jay, who is one of my sister's friends, she has been like rolling deep on my live streams, and I appreciate that so much. And she does not like scary things. And shout out to Jay for being like, I'm going to disregard my discomfort of scary things to support Heffa Nation. And shout out to Caesar as well, one of my other sister's friends who has been hopping on. I appreciate that too. And y'all, come to my Walk and Talk Wednesdays. This is where the real magic happens, where I connect with you all. And I actually used to only do these things for 30 minutes, and I decided to bump it up to an hour. So that way we can have more time to chat, y'all, to converse, okay? And to just enjoy the views. But I hope you have a fun, safe Halloween. I was saying that I don't even know what I'm going to be doing. Y'all, I didn't even, this is like, I'm all over the place sometimes because I get distracted. So I may be going back to Hollowstream at Busch Gardens. Hollowstream at SeaWorld was a lot of fun. Last year we did Busch Gardens. And I will say, to be fair, it rained really badly, which I think impacted a lot of the experience. And it just wasn't that great. So I don't know. I may be going to Busch Gardens for Hollowstream there, TBD, because it's in Tampa, Busch Gardens, and that's like an hour away from me. And I don't know that I feel like sitting in the traffic and dealing with all that. I really should have done Busch Gardens earlier in the year. So TBD. I don't know if that's going to be happening, but I'm looking forward to talking with my co-producer to see how the experience is this year. And hopefully he's having a good time and not the lines aren't too crazy. But y'all, Halloween week, when you come out to these events, just buckle up, Buttercup. And if you got that coin, drop it on an express pass. I'm telling you, it is worth every cent when you're able to get through these long queues. So don't forget, like, subscribe, share, support your girl. So that way, hopefully next year this time, y'all, I'm going to speak it into existence. And I know being monetized doesn't mean that you're like making a big fat salary, but I hope to be monetized. So that way, at least your girl can take some of those coins and we can go on more adventures, especially going through the fast lane. Because y'all, have we been able to go through this fast lane? I could have showed you all more scare zones. This to be our last horror night. But never fear. Check out some of the other live streams. I have a lot of footage. That way you don't have to miss out on all the fun. Y'all, we haven't even moved in a minute. But we're just going to continue to chill here, enjoy JC Universe. Y'all, my minion friend and I wish you the happiest Halloween. Stay safe out there, Heffas. And until the next time, I'll catch y'all later. And thank you for joining, Judy. So don't eat all your kids' candy. Don't be a trifling heifer. But also, get the candy that you like. Just take a few pieces. Just take a few pieces, okay? It's the least your kids can do. F those kids. Yo, that's a me, okay? But listen, shout out to all my parents who sacrifice everything to take your kids trick-or-treating, walking up and down those hills, knocking all sorts of... You deserve some candy too, okay? So just reach in and grab a hand. All right, Heffa Nation, I'll catch you on the next live stream. I'm going to be in San Francisco. I may not see you all next week. We may tune in with each other when I'm back, and I can share all the adventures straight from either Disneyland or Universal. We'll see where we're going to be at. So stay tuned, Heffas. And I'll catch you all later. Bye, everyone.